Right guys, another live lesson for you. This is Paul. He's a student of mine who's been coming for a while. He suffers with club path issues, which we can tend to fix, but then he struggles a bit with strike, which is what this lesson's based on, while trying to hold on to his club path. Some interesting points with the way he moves his pressure in his swing and the direction he moves his pressure. Hopefully you'll get something from it. You pick the lesson up just after I've told him what he needs to work on, which is the way he moves his hips, which you'll see as you watch the video. We talk about it about kind of 2-3 minutes in. Let's get stuck in. I would still like to see a little bit more into the heel. The heel is just touching there, look, but it's much more in your toe. So backswing, you just feel like you're pushing that part of the plate down with the heel. Much better though. And again. To you, I'm sure, almost too tight, doesn't it?
It feels as if I'm not moving.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes the biggest problem with golf is that you guys feel things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes they're not the same things that we feel sometimes.
No. Well, I just feel as if I'm not. Everything is static.
Yes. Well, compared to what you were doing, it is considerably more towards static, but it's certainly not static. Yeah, it's good. Much better. So look, let's quickly show you this. So if we show you your first swing here, which is this one on the right. So we see quite a big lift. Oh, if I can actually make this play. Okay, here we go. So pelvis lifts, over rotates, and you sway. If we compare to your last swing, so this is your backswing now, it's considerably more contained how much you've rotated here. How much you've kicked your hips across. You've just barely not on this one. And see how your knees are a little bit more separated than this one? Because you've restricted your turn, which then in turn makes your swing feel shorter. There's the shorter feeling that you're getting. Now look at your backswing with your pressure on the floor. You're 50-50 with your weight or your pressure change, which for you isn't a massive problem, to be honest, to try and contain strike. But look how the difference between where your pressure is on the ground compared to your original swing, where it all went dramatically into your toes. So left heel off the ground, not a massive problem, but right heel off the ground. So top of your backswing, quite a big rotated movement, all the pressure on your toes is asking for you to almost fall over. So balance is going to be really compromised. If we look at your yellow sets of strikes, which are the strikes you walked in with, we see shanks, toe of the club down in the ground, so you're not delivering the lie of the club even correctly, and then a few centered strikes, where compared to the last batch we had one miss hit, 3 considerably more onto the red line, and we actually started to get a little bit more, not always, but we started to get a little bit more delivery of the lie, a little bit more sensible as well. So basically the handle not so high. So your path stayed pretty much the same. Face and path slightly deviated, but we'll come back to that, and I think they'll improve as we change your downswing ideas of how you move your pressure, because you've become really static on your downswing now. We need you
on my feet.
So we need static and then a bit more energy. Is where we're going to go, but the strike patterns there are considerably better, apart from the one miss hit, which is really what we're trying to do.
That's right.
So if you stand on the mat and show me in your mind what you've gone without the ball, what do you think you're doing? So what do you feel that you're doing? So compared to the first swings to the new ideas.
Well, it feels as if I'm pressing down on my feet.
Absolutely. So if you address the mark we put on the ground, we were seeing the heel not actually on the floor, weren't we? So it was on the floor, but you had no pressure on it. Where now you're starting to try and start with the pressure a little bit more even, heel toe on the floor. And then backswing for you, how does it feel different?
It feels very tight.
In your hips, So you've almost you've reduced how much you rotate and what have you.
It is almost as if I'm trying to hold this part of the lower half of the body
steady.
Static.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're not, but it will feel that way. What about your relationship with the ground? If you go top of your backswing for me and stop.
I'm trying to hold this foot, or
so
push this foot into the ground. That's what I'm trying to do.
And more towards the heel or the toe? Or?
The heel, because...
Yeah, because you come right up onto your toe, don't you?
Because you've told me that all my pressure's not
up on your toe.
Top of my toe, so I'm consciously now
feeling its back a bit more.
But also, I'm conscious that I don't want to be putting too much weight on my heels, because I'm going to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I'm going to fall back.
Well, we'll measure that. And see, if you do that now, if you put too much pressure on your heels, you can see how the toes now are not on the plate, and you've got red marks in the heels because you're pushing hard with your heels, which is you really leaning back. Your toes aren't particularly off the ground; they're just not putting any pressure on that plate underneath the mat. So in an effort to get better strikes, what we're really talking about here is kind of balance. How you put pressure into the ground to be able to move your body to perform a task. At the moment, the way you put pressure in the ground is great for not having much balance, great for not having much stability, which is great for misstriking, which is what you're seeing. Because we fixed your path over the times you've come, but your path's pretty good and your face is controlled, but your strike is what's letting you down now. So let's get it fixed. That's good. So on the plate here now, if you stay there, I can see heel and toe, and then heel and toe just, but much more pressure in the right foot, which is good. Now if you can get that away, the heel on your right foot.
Get away.
Yeah, so get that off the ground or feeling like you're not good, and this heel as well on the left. So much good. That's where you were putting your backswing into before, and from there you probably feel like I could push you over quite easily.
Yeah, I'm going to topple on.
Yeah, and you're from that position, you're just about to slam into a downswing. You're just about to do the most aggressive part, which is to start instigating an opposite move with speed, but from such an unstable place. So we again put it back where you want it. I said, try and turn it into that heel a fraction into the right heel. So just that's it. That's enough. That's enough. That's much better. And you're actually 65, 35 kind of stuff on the pressure onto your right to your left there. Let's try it. Good effort. So not the world's best strike, but that strike works. Go again. Okay, it's a good pull. So if you come and have a look, we're definitely seeing a strike pattern that's improving. Which you're seeing. We are seeing a path that's it's actually going the wrong way now. So your path is starting to go back to its default setting of slightly left. And this is always our balance review. We can improve path, but you relinquish strike a bit. But then when we get strike back, often you want to give path away. So it's that balance. So we play with this, and you come back saying you're hitting it well, but you don't hit target. You play with better pass. You say I'm hitting it really straight, but I just miss it enough shots that makes me, drop shots because I get within 150 yards of the green and I duff it. So it's that balance of getting the right kind of combination. Now, if we look at your backswing here, a little bit of a lift and pull out in your pelvis area there again, but you are certainly you've got a bit of heel down on the ground now, which is great. I want you trying to just turn a bit more into that heel. Okay, but if we watch the downswing now, there's no effort to go across. And when you hit the ball, you've got most of your pressure, 60%, in the toe of your right foot. Remember that example I showed you earlier of me hitting a heavy slice? If I want to change path leftward, which is what you're doing, I will spin my hips as hard as I can, which makes that heel come up, and then loads of pressure goes into the toe. So you wouldn't want your finger under there. I'm really pushing against the mat and then back into the heel. So you're controlling the pressure better this way, which is why strike's a little bit more contained, but I want you going, like we talked about last time, going across. So feel like you then push your pressure on evenly onto your left foot.
Yeah.
But at the moment you're actually there, which is slightly worrying, is your heel of the right foot, heel of the left foot. So that's there and there.
Yeah.
While spinning, while swinging the club at 70 miles an hour. I mean, that's
Never going to do it.
tumble-tastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we need you feeling like the pressure's a bit more even on the right foot on the way back.
Yeah.
But then I want you to move that pressure more evenly onto your left.
Yeah.
To you, it's going to feel like you're moving your weight. So feel like you're moving your pressure up to the side.
Yeah.
Feel like you're maybe rotating less. Just get to the side before you even begin to rotate.
Yeah.
In effect, as a stereotype, as kind of a caricature, you're here and then that way.
Yeah.
Which is why we're starting to compromise par. Good effort. Really good effort. Well done. Yeah, liking that. So look, not the best strike. You called it out a toe, we got a misreading on the loft, but your path was much more sensible again there.
Yeah.
Because you did get across a bit more on that one.
Yeah.
Well, same thing. The hardest bit, I think, is the juxtaposition towards feeling more tense to then having to kind of let everything go and feel more relaxed on the way through.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you're locking everything down.
Yeah.
So in an effort to keep this area more controlled and not sway, lift and over rotate, so do less, keep it almost more tense. You're then quite tense on the way down, which just makes you kind of spin around this leg.
Yeah.
You need to feel like you're quite contained, then quite kind of sway across, quite flowy.
Flowy.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I do feel all tense in all this.
But you then need to let that go on the way down if you can.
Flow more.
Flow, flow. Good shot. Yes, much better shot. So don't swing. We're going to use the marker over there. Just move your pressure much more even onto your left foot. So across. There we go. So we start seeing this bar shooting up.
Yeah.
So can you raise your left hip? So tilt you want your hips going more tilted. Yeah, because you'd be going right foot can just start to peel a bit. Relax this knee in a bit. Yeah, that's better. It's good. So we're now 60-40 and it could be more than it would in a dynamic setting, but you're much more even here on the left foot. You would actually be as well in a real play situation, a bit more kind of dynamically up here. There you go, and then we start seeing getting into the 70-30s. And this is great, look, toes, and then much more even on the left foot, even pushing into the heel a little bit more. That's where you've got to dynamically try and get to. So if you put these bars even, yeah, good, and then put these two markers quite even, that's kind of more your impact position, which is kind of returning the setup.
Yeah.
But you're more rotated. So if you open your hips now, yeah, so if you keep all this even like that, but more rotated, which is where you are, I mean that's swinging left, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is where
that's where you are more at the minute.
Yeah, my impact.
Which is why we lose club path.
Whereas I should be more
left hip high, right hip feeling down, across, head back behind the ball, so you'll be tilting you up. Yeah, you'd be more dynamically there. Good. And keep it quite even on that left foot is a feeling. Just keep that left foot gone a bit flat on the floor, that's it. So that's not the perfect position, there's no such thing, but this is much more resembling a path that you can feel where that path's going to go, can't you? I mean, that feels like that's going to hit the ball that way.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, Paul, we definitely can move strike. You still get a few necky ones, but we struggle to hold on to path.
Yeah.
The good thing with the work we've done, I know you can get path back straight away.
Yeah.
It's hard for you to get path back when you're thinking about controlling your strike, which for you is about thinking how your weight works or pressure works on the ground a bit more.
Yeah.
So it's very much a work in progress for you, and as we know, and I know, we've worked together enough to know often that sometimes we give you a new thing, but it takes 4 away.
Yeah.
It's and this is with lots of lessons that you work with a lot. That's often the case. Like you give them a new great little piece of the jigsaw, but then they just go and chuck the other 3 bits that you need. Those corner bits, Paul. Don't chuck them away. That's what's the corner of the jigsaw's important. So it's always that balance. I think. I mean, for me, I want to see you go away and practice this. You can see the backswing there again. You just pull up and lose that bit of height. You are much better with your pressure in the ground.
Yeah.
But I'd rather you try and keep that feeling of pushing down into the ground on the way back around that lift.
I'd be better off
You're pulling up out.
sort of just
feeling like you're almost turning down into the ground. Try not to go sideways so much when you do it though. Try and stay over your imaginary ball. So this part of you would stay over where you're, a bit more that way. Now if we watch, so your backswing you've managed to control much better, which is where the strike starts to improve. It's just the downswing.
Yeah.
You want to push on the back foot, look. That's the start of your downswing. So that's actually gone worse.
Yeah.
Which is the bits of the jigsaw that I was saying just a second ago. I know you'll get that the right way round. Just in the hour that we've got together today, it's going to need more work.
Yeah.
But look at the red on the toe of the right foot. You just want to really push on that. You don't want to get off that.
No.
Which is why we then see the strike improve, but the path goes. You are now much better at keeping the weight on the left foot a little bit more even. So you know we're near as much up onto your toes.
Yeah.
But it's even while spinning. I want the pressure in your left foot even while going across.
That's it.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we won't lose path so much.
Oh, no.
Because all I know what happens is next lesson, 3 weeks time or 4 months time when you come back, I'll make my irons a bit better, but I'm slicing my driver's loads now. Because your path's gone.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we saying then? Is that whilst I'm away for the next, it'll be probably 3 weeks now.
Best way for you to practice this, at home, no shoes on.
Yeah.
Take your shoes off, so you can feel your feet on the ground a bit more. Stand on a golf shaft like we said before, and practice making some swings where you feel that your upper body is relatively centered, so not wandering off. And feel where that pressure is going in relationship to the cane, on the toes, on the heel, on the right and the left. Where do you feel like you're pulling it down, pushing down on? So as you make your centre turn on the backswing, I can feel that's pushing into it's gone that side of the cane into my heel. Downswing, I feel like I'm just pushing it across the cane. So that's this movement, and then turning through. Where I will feel that's now on the toe, and that's even to on the heel. You can't do enough. It's balance, basically. It's balance. You want to go toes, and then massive pressure on the toe, and actually on the toe of that foot as well as you spin. So basically you're almost falling into it, which is where those next strikes come from, and just the missed strikes in general. This is on a flat, controlled. So that's why on the course you get the ball in a funny place, which is going to push your pressure in a different place and require you to have it in a different place. You ain't going to know where to start. Ball below your feet, it's instantly going to be more on my toes, so this drill doesn't work. So you can't begin to practice the dynamic training, which is on the course. You're still trying to train on the perfect place. Does that make sense? So that's me hitting aces every time I practice. Basketball's ace serve, ace serve, ace serve, and then you put Federer down there and I double fault every one because he's good and I'm nervous and I've not trained in a real environment. You've got to be able to concrete a bit more of this, and then we can start taking it into that dynamic. Because that's why you're struggling on the course. You're struggling here.
I mean the downhill shots for me.
You've always had.
Is a no-no basically. I mean
you're not balanced enough, and your angle of attack lets you down, but your angle of attack has got lots better. We're actually starting to get 4 downs, which we never do.
Because I'm normally 0.
Correct to 1 up, which is why you don't like funny lies. You just can't handle them up there. Certainly down below your feet, you can't hit level. We'll top everything at the ground first and top it. So we just need to keep our eye and keep control of path. While we keep control of the others.
Okay. It's a good pull. Yeah.
So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show. Get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.